vampire killer, which was originally crafted by skilled alchemist Ronaldo Gandolfi. With Walter gone, Matthias was able to gain his powers and become the new vampire lord of Castlevania. You knew my mother, Alucard, so will you please tell me what you know of her? Very well, Trevor. Ever since Leon Belmont's vows that his descendants would hunt my father until he died for good, the Belmonts had become a family of vampire hunters. In 1450, your mother found her grandfather, Victor Belmont, dying with the vampire killer in his hand. She took the legendary whip herself and went to Castlevania to thwart my evil father. Sonia Belmont and I met before she went into the castle, but we had no way of knowing we would see each other again. I wondered if Sonia had what it took to defeat my father, so I met her part-way through her journey. She fought honorably, so I let her go and kill Dracula, while I went to sleep until the next time Dracula returns. Why did Dracula become such a power-hungry demon? Back when he was known as Matthias Kronkvist, my father was married to a woman named Elizabetha. She died of illness, and Matthias swore revenge against the universe by going on a quest to become the immortal Lord of Darkness that he is today. Over 2 centuries ago, my father fell in love with a human woman named Lisa, whose kindness convinced my father to change his ways. Was Lisa your? Yes, Lisa was my mother. I was only a child when the villagers executed her. Lisa studied medicine, and the ignorant humans believed her to be practicing witchcraft. Her death enraged my father and made him swear revenge upon humanity, again making him evil. I opposed my father because my mother told me not to despise humans just because she was burned at the stake. Now we must go, Trevor. You as well, Grant. We need even your help, Sypha.
Well, if it isn't my son Alucard, that wimp Grant DaNasty, that meddling mage Sypha Belnades, and Trevor, wretched descendant of Belmont. Die, monster! You do not belong in this world! It was not by my hand that I have once again been given flesh. I was summoned here by humans, who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You have brought man nothing but suffering, grief, and tragedy. Men are always greedy and immoral enough to seek me to grant them power. Your words are as empty as your soul. Humanity ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk, Belmont. Have at you. You fought well, do-gooders, but I am not done with you yet. Grant me power, forces of chaos.
We've all given Dracula everything we've got, Trevor. Time for you to deliver the final blow.
You may have killed me this time, Belmonts, but I will return. Even if it takes 100 years, I will return for vengeance. One day, I will be the victor of our never-ending battle.
Castlevania appears to be falling apart. We must get out quickly. We have defeated Dracula once more. I intend to go and court a suitable woman so that I can continue the Belmont legacy. What do you people intend to do?
Now that Dracula is defeated, I must reveal my true nature. I am a woman. Women are underprivileged in this era of 1476, so I hid my true gender to better my chances of making it far on my journey.
I always suspected as much. You were rather coy during your journey, Sypha, and I know that you have revealed your true self now. I admire you completely.
I love you as well, Trevor. I don't really have anywhere else to go, so I think I'll join you on your journey back home.
Very well. Grant, where will you be going? Now that my family has been avenged, I intend to lend a hand to the survivors of Valatia's destruction in rebuilding their damaged hometown. Who knows? I might settle down and have children like you too, Trevor. As for me, I must go. Even if he was evil, I feel incredible remorse for killing my father. I cannot remain here for long. I condemn myself to eternal rest until the next time my father returns. You may have killed him today, Trevor, but my father, Count Dracula, may very well return someday in the future. You must train your son well in the ways of the vampire hunter, and tell him to do the same with his son, and so on. The only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Farewell, Trevor Belmont. We'll not meet again.
Will you do as Alucard said?
Yes, Sypha. Even if I kill Dracula now, it is likely that he won't stay dead. If he ever returns, there must be another Belmont around to send him back to the deepest pits of hell. And since our goals have been reached, I ask you one question. Sypha Belnades, will you marry me?
Of course I will marry you, Trevor. You fought well in our confrontation of Dracula, and I'm sure that you and I would be suitable progenitors of the next generation of vampire hunters.
Then come along, Sypha. I'll take you home to meet my mother. And so, Trevor continued the Belmont bloodline. Generation after generation, a new Belmont was born and inherited his father's vampire killer to use in his battles against Dracula and his unholy minions of the night. Occasionally, someone else unrelated to the Belmonts would challenge Dracula. Fortunately, they were just as successful. The battle has raged on for centuries, but eventually there will come a day where a Belmont kills the evil Dracula for good. The end.